Who are they?
The top 1/10%.
What are they like?
These people are so posh and snobby, they're snotty.
That's Rich on the Mark Thompson Show.
And boy, oh boy, it is pretty wild when you see floating wealth right in San Francisco Bay. It's happened. A $75 million yacht owned by a tech billionaire floats into San Francisco Bay.
That's a super yacht.
That is. It's the founder or co-founder of WhatsApp, the communication platform, right? Totally encrypted communication platform. That's the way Jared Kushner talked to MBS on WhatsApp. Jan Koum, the Ukraine-born billionaire super yacht spotted in the San Francisco Bay. Its presence confirmed by ship tracking websites. It is a monstrous ride. It's called Mogambo. There he is, Jan. The custom-built ship is more than 240 feet long. Sold to him for $75 million back in 2012. There it is. It holds 17 crew members. It can also sleep up to a dozen guests and goes almost 20 miles an hour at top speed. There's an onboard elevator, a swimming pool,
Wow.
and several toys, they call them, available for use, including 4 jet skis. The yacht is available for charter. How much to charter this magnificent yacht? How much do you think it costs to charter this super yacht? Again,
Per month, per day, per what?
that is a good question, and it is per week that you
Okay.
can rent it. I mean, you could get it for a month, but they're only going to charge you per week. What do you think? $430K. Go ahead and put some up there if you would, Kim. I'm going to do a quick, I have to do a conversion here.
Gordon says $1 million a week. John
Oh, wow.
says 100K. Trevor Starr says 11,780. 200 a week, says Scott. Julie at 500 a week. Josh
No.
also says 500 a week. That's a popular one.
500K
a week.
500K a week. Okay.
500K a week. 350K a week, says Doug. Yeah. Hefe says 250K a week.
Yeah.
Oh, 35,000 a week for John Watson.
35,000 a week? I don't even think you can rent a jet ski on that thing for 35,000, John. 25,000 says John Slade.
Yeah.
The actual retail price to rent this super yacht for 1 week, $646,827. Wow. Yeah, that's a serious chunk of change, but if you've got it, you can't take it with you. Live it up.
Dennis says calling it a charter makes it a deductible business.
Oh,
Maybe that's why.
Wow.
I was wondering.
That is,
Yeah.
that's terrific. Well,
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
quite a charter. Quite a charter.
Blue Spark says it's just okay. Not to brag, but I have a vintage 12-foot camp trailer with a new fridge. Just saying. You rent
That's
that out
great.
there, Blue Spark?
Yeah. What's the weekly rate on that? Drew Barrymore is listing her Hamptons estate. It's a sprawling property converted from a 1920 barn located less than a mile from the beach. She's 49 years old. That cute Drew Barrymore. She was in what movie, Kim? Do you know?
E.T.
Exactly right. She acquired the sprawling property in Sagaponack, New York, in 2019. She paid $5.5 million for it. She has since embarked on a renovation of the 1.7-acre estate, located in an area lush with trees and gardens, less than a mile from the beach. It's quite a sprawling place, as I mentioned, 1.7 acres. along with the main house, which boasts 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms.
Nice. Way to go, Drew.
The spread also includes a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom guest house. Yes. The new owners will be able to also enjoy the delights of a swimming pool and a bocce court.
Nice.
Wow, they've got a lot going on in Drew Barrymore land out there. Well, she wants a little bit more than she paid for it, and she's put a lot of money into it and some time into it. $5.5 million, you'll remember, she paid that in 2019. She wants $8.45 million for this lavish Hamptons offering, and
Now,
maybe it's right for you.
She does her show out of New York, right?
Right.
I think so. So why would she want to sell her Hamptons place? I wonder if
Yeah,
her
I think
show
I'm
is
sure
in
she has a
trouble.
place in Manhattan. You know, I don't know. She may be getting another place.
Maybe.
Sofia Vergara, meantime, she had a place in Beverly Hills, and she's finally found a buyer. She bought the house 10 years ago. She paid $10.6 million for it. She gave the interiors a contemporary refresh, as they call them, Kim. And she's finally sold it. It was first listed with a $20 million asking price. It's an 11,000 square foot Mediterranean villa-style manor. I'll tell you how much she sold it for in a moment. She had to slash that $20 million price. You know, that's always rough when the real estate agent has to sit down and go, Ms. Vergara, I know it's a beautiful place, but I think it's a little overpriced for the market right now. She slashed the price all the way down to $14 million. The new owners
Looks
who
very
closed.
private. Looks surrounded by trees and bushes.
Yes. It's a beautiful property. As Kim says, there's a sort of enclave quality to it. Where's my enclave music, Albert? Thank you. I wonder if she has Coachella Valley coffee
She ought to.
being served there at the
could be-
Sofia Vergara mansion.
Drinking her Coachella out by the pool there.
Yes. Anyway, she sold the place after all of that back and forth. She wanted $20 million, discounted it to $14, ultimately sold it for $13 million. And that's $3.1 million more than she bought the place for. Martha Stewart just picking up a condo in New York City. It's an iconic building in New York. She is the home design magnate. And now, you know what she's doing? She's selling, anyone? She's selling.
Where are my weed smokers at?
That's right.
Marijuana?
She's selling. She's a CBD entrepreneur, so it's not quite weed smoking, but it's weed smoking adjacent. She's purchased an Upper West Side residence at the Belnord. That's where Only Murders in the Building is shot. Do you know? Everybody familiar with that show? That is where they shoot that. But she's just picked up a little something. She lives with her daughter, Alexis. $12.3 million for a chic residence tucked away in that well-known building. You're seeing it there. It's a duplex. And she, as I say, picked it up from this, I guess it was a real estate group that she picked it up from.
Looks like she lives right by the bus stop there. That's a lot of buses hanging out. I don't know.
What?
It doesn't scream limo in the front of the building to me.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that was an inducement for her to buy it, that it's close to the bus stop. And finally, let me just tell you this news from France. The company LVMH, the items that are sold under the luxury brand LVMH surpassed agriculture as a leading French export last year. More money came into LVMH than in all the agricultural monies and revenues that came into the country of France. That luxury brand really redefining the leading industries in France. There's
It's
the
not
Louis
just-
Vuitton bag.
It's not just Louis Vuitton though. It's other. They have other brands as well, right?
Right. That's the LVMH is the umbrella, but Louis Vuitton is probably the highest profile brand. But yes, that's exactly right. The entire agricultural sector accounted for 3.2% of the revenues that come into French exports. Just to be clear, yeah. But LVMH is the big dog in all of that, and that's rich for today.
More on how the other half lives
These people aren't just rich, they're crazy rich.
next time on The Mark Thompson Show.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.